All right. Yeah, so we got part one of day 4. Um, wow. Yeah, well, we got. I mean, yesterday. I didn't like it was yesterday, but yeah, day 3 she wasn't as bad. She actually, well, mind you, they weren't letting her in the toilet. That's one thing, and she used all the toilet paper at Starbucks, didn't she? Um, but yeah, let's see what today holds. Let's go.
In 30 minutes, broadcasting's finest duo will...
Can I? There's something now.
Yeah.
You don't sit on about this before on the post show. That Roland gets in way too early. There's no reason except that he can't ride the subway by himself and needs Sal, who also lives in Brooklyn, to lead him everywhere he goes. So he gets in now at like 5 o'clock in the morning and sits around and bothers people. And now Opie just gets here, and Roland is already in there pitching guests. I mean, you think Opie, I mean, he probably woke up, honestly, Opie probably woke up 20 minutes ago. And he's trying to just figure out what's going on in the newspaper. He's trying to drink his coffee. He's saying good morning to the day. He's starting his day the same way most of you do. Except you do it with the pre-show, and he does it by getting his head in the game. And Roland's in there pitching guests. Oh, Roland. 866-WOW1WOW is the phone number to call. We're going to be going over everything that could be happening on today's Opie and Anthony show, as well as recapping and pre-capping everything that happened on yesterday's Opie and Anthony show. Of course, the big question that we find out today is, does Lady Di make it to the 4th day of her 5-day paid internship? I don't think anybody's expecting her to make all 5 days. I'm sure people hope that she does, because to say that she provides content is an understatement. But we don't know for sure if we can rely on her to be here all 5 days. We'll start with Nick in Niagara Falls. Nick, welcome to the pre-show.
Hey, Sam. I just need a Lady Di update. Should she end up going to TGI Fridays yesterday after work?
Well, these are the kind of questions that everybody has. Did she take care of herself after work yesterday, or was she back at TGI Fridays? We started the show yesterday by going over how close we were to having Lady Di banned from the building because of her behavior on Monday and Tuesday. She left the bathroom in such disarray multiple times that people around the office were asking, why is there a crazy homeless person in the bathroom right now? And I said, no. That's Lady Di. She's not homeless. She lives with some shithead named Bill. Lady Di, I don't even know where to begin. We started, I'll try though. We started talking to her. We found out an employee found her in the bathroom shitting with the stall door wide open. Wide open, like an animal, like a kid who just learned how to shit by themselves. Lady Di, a 55-year-old rotund woman, was in there with the stall door wide open and her pants around her ankles. And as Lady Di came in yesterday, we asked her why she behaved like this.
Supposedly you were shitting in a stall with the door open, and all the shit wasn't getting into the toilet.
And
then you threw
no,
up.
that's not true.
I'm just telling you what they said.
And what was she muttering, Sam, allegedly, when the...
I got to get this out.
I got to get it out.
You were saying,
Right.
I got to get it out with the stall door open while you're making a duty.
Yeah.
Well, the reason that the stall was a little bit open is because of this way I could, the seats are so low.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time getting up for
Right.
low things.
Okay.
Right? Because of my weight.
Right.
So what I do is I hold on to the stall and I get myself up.
So you left the door open basically as a way to help yourself up. Why not use the handicap stall?
You know what? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So Lady Di, let me get this straight now.
Yeah.
You don't sit on the bowl?
Yes, I do.
You squat over it?
Oh, come on.
I'm just saying,
Of course
that's how
I
he
sit
made
on
it
the
sound.
bowl.
Well,
Did it sound like you hang like a monkey from the fucking...
did you notice people were in the bathroom when you were there? And you didn't care? You didn't care that the door was open?
She has no concept of shared space.
no, huh?
I have no clue what goes on in that woman's head. I've never seen... We have dealt with alcoholics. We've dealt with the mentally ill. We've dealt with the homeless. I have never seen an adult behave like this in my entire life. It's beyond comprehension. Tommy in Texas, welcome to the pre-show.
Morning, Sam. How's it going?
Good morning.
I was just wondering, I know you said it's exhausting dealing with Lady Di.
Couldn't be more exhausting. It's the longest week of my entire career.
Is it also that same feeling you get trying to understand what Shamu Roland, when he speaks, trying to understand what he says?
No, Roland is not as exhausting as Lady Di.
Oh, really? Also, do you think she's a product of inbreeding? Maybe her parents were brother and sister or first cousins?
Now that I wouldn't be surprised of. That would be one explanation if she's some kind of product of inbreeding. Because Lady Di, as a human being, was not produced the way a human being like you or I was produced. Obviously, there's something genetically seriously wrong. We continued. As it turned out, and we can't follow her in the bathroom because she goes into the women's room, and we're not women. So we have to take her at her word. She goes in and says, oh, no, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. And she comes out and goes, oh, everything's fine. And everything's not fine at all because we find out that she went into the bathroom. She puked all over the place, all over the sink, all over the floor. It was absolutely disgusting. People around here were complaining, and for good reason. And this was Lady Di's explanation as to puking in the sink.
Let me ask you a question. And you got physically, you vomited a couple of times.
In the sink?
Yeah.
Why in the sink?
Because I don't like to vomit in the toilet.
Why?
Because there's only two things that go in the toilet. Number one and number two.
No, and vomit.
And vomit.
How is it?
We've all puked in a toilet.
So you think it's
I did a long time ago.
You think it's more clean to vomit all over a sink and stop it up with vomit? You think that's like clean because it's not a toilet?
All right. Well, I apologize. I'm not going to do
No, but
that
Di,
anymore.
what do you do at home?
Huh?
Because this is something that obviously
I watch
happens.
TV.
Holy shit.
Can I just enjoy the greatest answer ever?
And that sums up Lady Di right there. A lot of people, when I try to explain the story of exactly what's going on with Lady Di, a lot of people say, who don't listen to the show, they go, well, why don't you just ban this woman from the building? That doesn't sound like a woman who should be there. And you know why? It's for answers like that. It's because we need her on the air. That's why we fought so hard. You have no idea how hard this entire staff and the interns worked to completely contain Lady Di like she was some kind of animal yesterday. Let's go on and hear more. Oh, wait till you hear this story. So Lady Di was sent into the bathroom on Tuesday to take her underwear off so she could show it to us. We paid her $140 for her underwear. Ugly Betty, a.k.a. America Ferrara, walked into the bathroom while she was in there. It's a celebrity. It's a television personality. And she came out and said, there is a crazy naked woman in the bathroom. We tried to figure out why America Ferrara, television personality, saw Lady Di nude. And Lady Di explained it to us.
Did you notice people were bothered by your bathroom habits yesterday?
Well, I apologize to everybody.
No, I'm
who was
asking.
bothered.
But did you notice?
One person told me to shut the bathroom, the stall.
That might have been Ugly Betty.
Ugly Betty.
Who's Ugly Betty?
Remember the show Ugly Betty?
No.
Yeah, I do remember
That was
that
her.
show.
She was in there yesterday when you were in there.
She was showing concern.
So
Yes.
basically,
All right.
you were.
She asked who the crazy naked woman was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
Why were you naked in the bathroom?
Oh, yeah. I
Did she get
remember.
naked?
Well, that was also when she was showing us her panties.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So I guess she walked around a little bit completely bottomless in the bathroom.
Were you doing that?
Is that a possibility?
No, I did not change in the stall.
Okay.
I changed by the sink.
Why would you do that in a shared space?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you go into the
go in the stall with some privacy?
What?
Why would you?
I'm really putting my foot into this time.
Yeah, why would you do that?
But why would you
Di?
do that?
Why?
I don't know, because there's more room by the sink.
But
than
there's
there is in the
people
stall.
around. You're not supposed to
All
do
right.
that in a
You don't care about the
public
people
space.
being around? Like, how does it?
All right. Listen.
Okay.
If I ever have to take off my underwear again, I'm going to do it in the stall.
These are lessons we
This
learn
is-
at 4 years old.
Right.
Yeah, you're not at
Right.
55 or whatever it is.
And that is the behavior that I was talking about that is completely unexplainable. How anyone's instinct could be, no, I'm gonna change right by the sink where everybody just walks around. No, my vagina's hanging out. Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's probably because she couldn't bend
Peter
over in the
in
cubicle.
Florida, welcome to the pre-show.
She's too big.
It's funny, guys, man. Great show, man. Hey, I guess if you guys want to keep, I guess my best suggestion is hooking up with her with a porta john. I mean, for the bath, where the militaries used to use.
Yeah, maybe we should just install a porta potty right on the sidewalk here in Midtown Manhattan, just so she has somewhere to go, because she can't handle herself in an adult bathroom at all. Let's go to Cameron in D.C.
Hey, good morning, professional broadcaster.
Good morning, Cameron.
Hi, sorry about that.
It's okay.
First of all, this has been kind of a good thing for me listening to Lady Di this week, because I'm 30 and I was questioning my own alcohol intake, and between the George Wendt interview and Lady Di this week, I'm considering giving it up altogether. If this is what happens to you after that much abuse, it's not worth it.
It isn't worth it. I mean, this is the greatest 1 week long PSA that the Opie and Anthony show has ever done. This is basically charity.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, there's some YouTube videos that repost the O&A show, and one of them has a 5-picture sort of retrospective of Lady Di from that 80s picture with the satin Budweiser jacket up until now, and it really is harrowing, the progression.
Well, there's actually a collage. If you go to O&A Show on Instagram, and we can also, if that's not on our Twitter, we'll post it up on the Twitter now, O&A Show on Twitter as well. You can see, we put together a collage of Lady Di, and I think it's what you're talking about. And you can see the way she's completely degenerated physically. It's alarming.
It really, it's sad. She's W.C. Fields now. And the last thing I'll say is I've been in that building, in the McGraw-Hill building, and I cannot imagine other people who work at serious, not Sirius XM, but serious companies dealing with what amounts to this. It would be the same thing if an elephant were walking through the building, just shitting and puking everywhere.
And the same size, too. But I mean, you're talking about bankers and big media companies, and it's crazy. Thank you, Cameron. We go to Lady Di's best friend, Marion. Marion, welcome to the pre-show.
Hi, Sam. How
Marion's
are you?
great.
I'm good, Marion. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, we have to do something with Diana. I love her. She's my best friend, even though we don't hang out that much. But still, we got to get her some help.
Well, I'll tell you this.
I hope she's in better condition today.
Marion, the big announcement is that Lady Di is indeed here. She showed up to work on time today. She's still, of course, quarantined off when she's up here. She's completely banned from the bathroom, so she has gone on her first walk today. The intern took her out on her first walk, correct?
I will tell you one thing, though. She did not go to TGI Fridays.
She did not.
She did not. She went straight home.
That's good. Well, it's because she spent all her money yesterday, though.
Because she had called me when she got home and said she was home.
Well.
So I will tell you, she did go home, and I guess she went home, went to sleep. I really don't know. I talked to her last night, and she's home, and I'm glad that she's there. And I'm glad she's there on time.
I know.
And we're having fun with this.
Yes.
But
no, there is definitely a need for help. And here's Marion. Opie tweeted last night that Dr. Steve will be part of the show today. He's going to be calling in today to talk about what's actually going on with Lady Di. Hopefully put some fear into her so she can get some things checked out. But moving forward, if Dr. Steve wanted to get the ball rolling on helping this woman, you'd be there to help us all out?
I could try.
All right.
I've tried it many, 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 many times in many years. And I could try, but
What do you think has been the most embarrassing thing that Lady Di has done this week?
Oh God, shitting all over the place.
Probably, right?
Puking all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh God, and coming there, and actually like really stopping off at TGI Fridays and drinking before. She drinks. She has to have her alcohol in her, or she'll get the shake.
And the shits too.
Exactly, but with her. I mean, she must have been embarrassed Monday and Tuesday.
I guess, but then, Like 1 minute she's embarrassed, and the next minute she's announcing she's wearing adult diapers. So
That's embarrassing too.
yeah, it really is. Do you wear adult diapers ever, Marion?
No, I don't have incontinence.
You don't.
I just got incontinence.
Congratulations. So
figure it out. Just got incontinence.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you, Marion. Can you behave yourself in a public restroom that's intended for adults to use?
Yes, I can.
Congratulations on that. I always took for granted that people could do that, but Lady Di has proven us all wrong.
I mean, I hope she behaved herself last night and stayed away from the booze for a while.
All right, well, tune into today's O&A show to find out all the information.
I'm going to try to listen to it on and off, okay?
And give us a call at some point today.
I'll try. Okay, thanks, Sam.
All right, Marion, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Oh, Marion, she's concerned, and we are working on something in terms of helping Lady Di. But I think this show, I mean, seeing this happen is kind of helping people. Jeff in Philly.
Samuel.
What's up?
Morning. Hey, I went to grab a beer last night, and I literally put it back in the fridge and decided that I am not going to drink any beer at all during the week just because of the way the guy acts.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's one of the craziest things is that all these health problems are obviously happening, and all she's doing is drinking beer, a lot of beer, but it's not like she's sitting there drinking hard liquor. It's beer.
Yeah, and I also want to say that Marion is insanely maddening. I mean, she's probably the most frustrating one out of the bunch, just because she's so interested in serving herself, but she doesn't want to say it.
No. All right, thank you, Jeff. Talk to you later. Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars, the ball guy who always gives people less money than he should be giving them, will finally be on the Opie and Anthony show today. We've been talking about Pawn Stars for so long. We finally have Rick Harrison coming in today, and one of our interns might have brought in some items from their home to be assessed. I'm not going to tell you which intern it was, but let's just say she's an alcoholic that can't use the restroom properly. I don't know. It's just a hint. So it's going to be a huge, huge show today. Also, there's an update on the Satan Cat story that we may get into. Let's go to Jason in Chicago. What's up, Jason?
Mr. Primetime, is there any way we can go a whole show without talking about vomit and shitting so I get my appetite back?
Yes, and in terms of getting your appetite back, we will now play the clip from yesterday's show where Lady Di announced she was allergic to condoms. Let's go to track 9.
We're going to take a break, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we
Colin,
do that?
where'd you lose your virginity, by the way?
Yeah.
In a van in Manhattan from a purchased, when I was about 15, from a purchased person.
How was it?
It was good.
You wear a condom?
Great. Yeah.
Oh. Wait, was it a bunch of you guys who came in to get the job done?
I don't like condoms.
Yeah. Whose van was it?
I can't wear them.
The company.
Can't wear them.
Sorry,
I can't
Colin,
wear
but
'em.
Lady Di just said she can't wear condoms. You did just say that, right?
Yeah, I did just say.
Well, if you can't wear condoms, you're no girl I'd want to go out with.
There are Wyndham condoms, you know.
You let Colin talk for a second.
Go
I
ahead.
know, but she's bringing up some new information. It's kind of hot off the presses.
Yeah, that
Well,
whole
there are.
condom
I
thing.
think there are women condoms. Seriously.
Yeah, there are. I agree.
Yeah.
Nowadays there are. She's on top of the news like me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But
Even Bill should have
what
a
I was going to say is I can't have the guy wear a condom because I'm allergic to them.
Oh, yeah?
What?
I'm allergic to condoms.
You're also allergic to alcohol, but that doesn't stop you.
That's right. That's true.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get a burning sensation down there when a guy wears a condom.
Where?
In
your puss?
Yeah, I get a burning sensation.
Now, how about in your hiney?
Oh.
No condom there.
No condom there.
Or do you let them just raw
blasted.
dog in there, right?
Yeah.
He just
It hurt.
blasted.
It hurt, though. It hurt.
It hurt, huh?
It hurt, yeah.
It did, huh? Was
we're
he the
still-
first one to ever give it to you in the ass?
Yes, he was. And the last one, too.
I'm getting word that Lady Di is in the office getting very upset with me for playing these clips and discussing her intimate moments, but I don't know how she could be upset with me as if I'm the one, like I'm the puppeteer. Let me tell you something about Lady Di. There is no puppeteer. You know why? Because there's no way strings could hold up a puppet that heavy. Okay? What the? Oh, come on, Sam. Denny
Hey,
from
Sam.
North Carolina. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, I listened to that news whore podcast. You were great on there.
Oh,
that was really good.
Thank you very much.
And I
I wanted to quickly mention shout out to DJ Dennis Falcone, and one more thing.
What a terrific call. And I do feel bad that Dennis Falcone has been lost in the mix because of how much attention Lady Di has been getting. Of course, he was talking about the news horror podcast that I did. You can find that on iTunes and stuff. That's Mandy Statmiller's podcast, who was in here with Belle Knox, who we were discussing earlier in the pre-show. We were also, that was Colin Quinn that you heard on the phone. Real quick, let's get into Lady Di with Marion and diapers. Let's go to track 8 from yesterday while we still have a minute.
Is she wearing adult diapers?
I don't know anything about that.
Well, she
Diana,
is.
tell her. Tell her.
Yeah, I am. I'm wearing adult diapers in case I have an accident.
Diana, you're 52 years old. 90 people wear them.
90-year-old people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 90-year-olds.
Why are you wearing them? Why do you wear them?
Because I keep on having accidents.
We know because it's your bladder.
No, not that kind of accident.
Your bladder. Because
No.
you don't.
Marion.
You don't know how to do stomach.
Marion.
Stomach exercise.
Not that kind of accident. Not a tinkle accident. The other kind.
She's having duty accidents.
Number 2.
But she was peeing herself yesterday as well. It was coming out from both ends yesterday.
Well,
or all 3 ends.
Yeah.
What 3 ends?
Mouth, ass, and vagina.
Look why you have an accident. Look why you have an accident. You don't do anything. You sit. You don't exercise. You don't move around.
Wait, you're saying, though, if she does stomach exercises, that'll help the bladder situation?
That will help her bladder.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. Marion has a 1930s answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, you know
Do a
what?
few jumping jacks.
Calisthenics.
I do love that Marion's advice to Lady Di is maybe you'll stop being incontinent if you work out your abs a little bit. I don't know where that comes from. Lady Di is here. Day 4 of her internship is about to begin. Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars will be in studio. We're going to get Dr. Steve on the phone to talk about maybe some of the more serious issues that are going on. And ladies and gentlemen, in the studio, as we speak, is Opie, is Anthony, is Jim Norton. And in the studio, I'm looking right at him, is the man that put this internship in motion from the beginning, the man solely responsible for everything that's been going on this week on the Opie and Anthony Show. In studio, to start the Opie and Anthony Show, Colin Quinn. Colin Quinn is here in studio, starting the Opie and Anthony Show, which begins right now.
The year 1994. From the murky banks of terrestrial radio, a new hope begins to rise.
Opie and Anthony are radio shock jocks known for setting
the ass.
6 years.
Opie and Diet Coke.
Yeah.
She's wearing a tight red sweater today.
Oh, yeah. She was very happy to see you, Carl.
It's filling out well.
It shows off her.
They've met friends along the way. Terminations, it's the one show that remains unscathed. Striking fear into the hearts of management everywhere comes a radio show that after 20 years remains above all else real. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
It's a great idea, right? Jesus. Colin Quinn in studio. The mastermind behind the Lady Di internship program.
He's responsible.
Yeah.
Apparently.
No other radio show in the world would have the balls to have pulled this off and done this and committed to it the way you guys have done it.
We know it's going to be a bust by the end of the week. We're going to run out of steam, but...
That lovely little thing, she brought me a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
She's wearing a tight red sweater today.
Oh, yeah. She was very happy to see you, Carl.
It's filling out well.
It shows off her boobs. Her
Yes,
bubs,
it
her
does.
boobs, or
Her boobs.
whatever the heck.
Whatever she calls them, the boobs.
The boobs, right?
I noticed Jimmy giving her a little glance.
I actually did check her ass out as she walked by.
Were you checking her ass out?
I didn't even know I did it until Colin reminded me that I just looked at her ass. I'm like, yes. And I noted that the sweater was too long for a good view.
Good view. Wearing her mom jeans.
It looks like she might have took a bath or showered 2 days in a row.
She may have showered.
Her hair looks,
Not as greasy.
Not as greasy.
It was good yesterday too. It was full of bounce and luster.
It was wind blown.
Maybe she's feels like she has a purpose now. That she comes in, when you're just at home like that, just drinking.
It's
and
depressing.
Yeah, it's depressing. Now she realized after the first day was a complete disaster. The second day,
No, the
even
second
worse.
day was worse.
Oh,
Okay.
believe me, I'm like the first day.
I don't think the first day was a complete disaster. I think day 2 was the complete disaster.
She was bad day 1. We just didn't realize it yet.
Right.
And then day 2, she was even worse. We saw what was going on.
We think she went through some kind of withdrawals or something.
Withdrawal, yeah, some alcohol withdrawal.
Because now she's definitely better. She was better yesterday.
Yeah, she slapped herself together a little bit, and now I think she's back on the road to recovery.
I think so.
It's the O&A, a 1-week rehab. Yeah.
It's kind of a stop-in rehab.
Right.
Yeah. You get some tough love. You're fat. You're ugly. Kill yourself. Then you go home, and the next day you get more of it.
Right.
This thing is taking some twists and turns, though.
Oh, yeah.
It was all fun and games, but then it kind of got sad there for a little while. Colin, what's your thoughts so far on this whole thing? Have you been listening?
Yes, of course I've been listening.
Yeah. What are some of your highlights?
My highlight so far is the way she was peppering Belle Knox for her, how much money she made, and then Marion with the tough love session yesterday.
Oh, yeah, Marion. Boy, can she just plow through anything, can't she?
What narcissism.
Inane babble.
She's got to turn it around and make it about herself no matter what it is.
Yeah, she's talking about moving to Florida in 5 or 6 years like that.
I'm going to retire with money and stuff.
But she talks about like it's happening next week.
Yeah.
It's 5, 6
She's
years
got
away.
a 5-year plan.
But she keeps saying how many times she said it. Like, how many times have I told you? It's like, all right, you said it. You get the credit.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah.
And then,
she
of
does
course,
go on a couple of cruises. Yeah.
And, well, then I was going to say the Lady Di 80s.
Oh my God, that was a real.
She had a hell of a time
That
in
was
the 80s.
Oh, just after the shift, the guy's like, "Come on, let's go." I bet she knew. I go, "What kind of car?" Olds. She remember that car?
Of course she remembers.
She
Of
knows.
course.
When you have to get
Smell those leather seats and
get it up the ass every day, every weekend, you know the car.
Every weekend in the 80s.
In the 80s.
those
Sure.
power windows right next to your ear. You're freaking.
Oh, yeah. Power windows. That's it. Oh, there's the collage.
Yeah, she was a little cutie there.
Pictures.
She had that 80s jacket, that little.
Oh, yeah, the satin jacket thing
Yes.
going on. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
She a lot of people are saying either Tina Fey. She had a Tina Fey look, or a what's her name from Edward Scissorhands?
Winona.
A little
bit.
Winona Ryder thing going on.
She definitely was not bad.
And then
she was about a 5.5, 6.
But then there's the one Downs hair doing the top right that really fucking wrecks the entire collage.
You only see,
Oh yeah. Well, if you recall, that is when we used to give her the mustache, the
Laurel and Hardy.
Oliver Hardy mustache. We give her the Oliver Hardy mustache because she had the hair and everything.
But
and
in magic
really like
marker,
him.
they would paint it in magic marker, put an Oliver Hardy mustache on her.
And we thought it was bad then.
Well, we got something for today.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little makeover.
Yeah.
A little makeover's going down
makeover
today.
action.
A little bit.
Wow.
She went to get her pocketbook.
Yeah, she went to get her
Yeah,
pocketbook.
then
She'd come back.
disappeared.
No.
She was supposed to come back. She had something
That was
to
a while
say.
ago.
Wait,
It was
She's
a
probably
while.
dolling up
Pit
a little
stop
bit.
bathroom.
I think she's dolling up.
No, she can't go in these bathrooms. Sam, where's the
Not
guy
allowed.
that brought her to the Starbucks? Because I heard he has a story to tell.
Her walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring him in.
Yeah, Colin, she's not allowed to use the bathrooms here.
She has to be taken for walks like
I know.
a dog, a little puppy.
After
She went to Starbucks. They had no toilet paper.
No toilet paper because she used it all the whole day.
After the ugly Betty incident.
Shit. Yeah, I'll stop at 30 minutes. It's great that Colin's there now. I can't wait for the rest of this episode now. Because Colin's is just hilarious anyway. But yeah, I love that this was his idea. I love that he's just into it. Yeah, it's jokes. But yeah, that's part 1. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.